Goat farming, it's a business, but all starts with the land. If you don't have land, don't think about goat farming, my dear sister. What the acreage of the land that you can afford determines the number of animals that you can start with.
Okay.
You get it? So, and also the system that you're going to use also determines the number of animals, but they all start with land. So what do you need? Like for the land, also the vegetation and fertility of the land also determines the number of animals. I'm summarizing all that about land, but what do we think about of the land? If you have, let's say 1 acre, can we talk about of 1 acre? If 1 acre in my country where I come from can produce, let's say, because we have different grasses.
Yeah.
Let's talk about of sugar grass, which can produce more, or napier. But you guys, you do a lot of napier, but I don't recommend it too much for the small ruminants. I'll talk about it briefly. But one, if you have 1 acre of land and you're, let's say, using what we call sugar grass, sugar grass per harvest can give you around 15 to 20 tons. And the goat can eat around 4 kilos. That means if you have 2 seasons like in my country, you're looking at around 30 tons. If you say you're giving an animal, let's say 4 kilos per day, that is times 30 days. That means 120 kilos in a month. That is 30 days. You get it? So time was 12. So that means a goat needs a ton and 40 kilos for a year. You get it? If you divide this by 30,000 kilos, that is 30 tons. That means an acre. Oh, sorry, have I made it well? So you do the tonnage that you've gotten, which is 30,000 kilos, which is 30 tons. You divide it by 1,000 for something for the goat, and that will give you a number of animals that you can feed on an acre in a year. You get it? Because if it is 30,000 divided by 1,440 something kilos per goat, that means that acre should have supported 20 goats in a year. But that is 1 season. If you harvested 1 season, you get. If you harvested 2 seasons, that could go around 40. But let's take that an acre is supporting 20 goats throughout the year. So I think that gives you a very good calculation that what would a person want? A person would want land. If a land can support 20 goats throughout the year, you know, it's always good to calculate the least.
Yes.
Not the best. Do the least, you will have the results. So this, if an acre is supporting 20, so that will help you know which acreage do you want. But if you want to do free range, Ghana is, I want to tell the farmers that Ghana is among the blessed countries, which has a lot of green, untouched, intact, and people are not using it.
Are you sure we are not using it?
I'm telling you the truth. And you guys, the way you're struggling to go into these foreign grasses like alfalfa, napier, and so on, when you have not even utilized the natural grasses that you have. The coriandras is just on your road, on the streets, and people are just cutting it to throw it away. You go and buy alfalfa, which has the same protein to give the animals, yet you're leaving the natural grass there. So you need awareness about the natural grasses and their food value or nutritional value. So if a person dreamed about goats, we've told him about the land, depending on the number. So if you're doing free range, your acre here can support around 13 goats. 10 to 13 goats. Because your grasses are high and it's mop and very nutritious, because I've seen a lot of legumes in your country. So think about of goats, talk about of the land. So if you're doing free range, think about of 13 goats to 20, roughly 13 or 10.
Yeah.
Then if you're doing zero grazing, look at 20 to 50 goats. So if you have an acre and you want to utilize it well, plant and harvest, you might take care of 20 to 40 goats.
Okay.
You get it?
Yes.
So that will definitely tell you this is what you need as a farmer. So we are doing this video for those people who have the dream
of becoming goat farmers.
Because we cannot even forget about the pillars, which are 3. We talked of nutrition,
yes,
management, and genetics. You get it? So they all go around with what we are talking about. So basically, if you sort out the issue of the feeds, the land, you've known the number. Let's say if you want to do 1,000,
yeah,
you just divide by 20, you know how many animals you can have. And then also after that, you look at the feeds. Which feeds do you need? Because when you have the land, what you're going to do next is housing and feeds.
Oh.
I'm Hamis Semanda, a farmer from Uganda.
When I have the land,
yes,
should I look into getting feed? And for how many months feed should I have in stock before I even bring the animals?
Yes, the housing that you need.
Yes.
I've seen some of you guys do raise houses here.
Yeah.
And I need to ask a question because I see a lot of people are asking questions. Why am I not doing raised houses?
Yeah.
And you here, you're raising houses.
Right.
If you're staying in the flat and Hamisa is staying in the ground house, what is the difference? It's a big question.
Exactly.
But what I'm trying to mean is, raising a house is a style. I might decide to stay in a grand house or stay in a raised house. But it is not all about the hygiene. I need to mention this. The hygiene of the house, where we are is a ground house.
Yeah.
It is easy to sweep, remove the dung. You are in a goat's house ever since you reached here. Are you getting any smell?
No.
Where does the disease come from? Because we have different diseases that come from different areas. Disease can come from the environment. Most of the diseases that causes pneumonia, cough and so on come from the houses. Okay. The place is not ventilated. But the reason why you're enjoying this place, moving around, because the place is well ventilated. You get it?
Yes.
We benchmark South Africa. You've been with them here. Did you ask them whether they have raised houses? Why? Is it because they have no rain or what? But the sense behind the house is all about the ventilation, and also people think about of the urine. If a goat urinate here, Madam Ghanaian farmer,
yes,
do you think the urine can stay here for any minute?
No.
Why?
It soaks into the ground.
That's it. So the reason, if somebody tells you that you raise the house because the urine is supposed to go down, and at the end of the day, if the urine goes down and it does not get the direct sunshine, it will not dry because of the shade of the house.
Yeah.
And what will happen? The soil down there will get soft. And when it gets soft, the more urine will go and it will stay.
Yes.
The smell will definitely go up. Have you ever seen a smoke that moves in a different direction, or it moves up? So if you raise a house like this, the goats urinate and the urine goes down, there is no sunshine to dry it.
Yes.
If that smell is getting up, what we call the ammonia, where does it go?
Straight through the structure and then gets to the goats. They will inhale it.
So a person raising the house, has he invested or he has wasted?
It's rather bringing disease or infection to the animal.
You get it? So you find that most of the raised houses, that smell will not go out. Why? Because they don't get access. The sunshine doesn't get access to the ground to dry.
Okay.
Some people who does the cement,
Yeah.
if you don't do clear cementing and slanting edge, you're going to find that the urine is not moving.
Yeah.
But if you do a raised house, good, you have your money. But prepare the ground well.
Okay.
If you're cementing the ground, it is supposed to be slanted. So that the urine drops on, slants and go in a drainage system.
Yeah.
There, you're taking away the smell. But just take an example. You've seen our animals here. Some animals have over 100 kilos. In the training, we had them. Animals which were weighing 90 or 100 kilos. If you have 1,000 animals, how many kilos are those? And you're putting it on the houses. And if you put it on the houses, those pillars, if they are not metallic or strong,
It can break.
they cannot manage that animal. That means every year you'll have to do repair. So I highly recommend a house that you can manage. But the basic requirement of a house, what is the right house?
Okay.
The right house is supposed to have, this is called the yard, the exercising yard, where you see these animals are enjoying. And they love to stay here. There is a shelter where you see they are chilling in now.
Resting.
Yes. You get? There is also a kids' pen, which is there at the maternity. This is an advanced house.
Right.
There is a maternity wing where there is a kids' pen and also where we spray them from. Those are the standards of a good, proper house.
Okay.
But a good, proper house is not all about raised. It is all about you.
Yeah.
You get it?
So, goat farming, the sales or the value you get for the goat largely depend on the weight, because the last time you were here and training people, you were scaling and telling the age, the weights. That's how you price your goat. That largely depends on the nutrition the animal is getting.
Yeah.
Talk to me about nutrition.
Yeah, so guys from all over Africa, I want you to quote these words very well, because I've been doing farming, goat farming specifically, for quite long. And it's whatever you see on me is God's money. It's not my money. Me, I'm a poor man. This is the mistake that you guys do. In my country, people have really improved. They understand what exactly they want. But I see the tendency here that everybody that is starting goat farming is doing Napier. And people are feeding on Napiers. I've seen most of the animals that you have, the crosses, which are even good. But when you look at their body score, is completely poor. Because you are not feeding them with the right feed. You get it? You think Napier is the code of the day. This is what goats want in their body. Making up of the muscle that you eat in the restaurant, it is made of a fat and also a muscle, which is a protein and carbohydrate. And in the grasses that you guys do, there is carbs, there is protein. But at the bodies of the animals utilize it. These are small ruminants. In their rumen, they need what they call grass in it. But what you're feeding these animals on is highly moist, and it is not utilized by the body. I want you to benchmark different countries, Namibia, South Africa. See, are they stupid that they are feeding them on dry grasses? So if we are looking forward for their quality, what do they feed the animals? They do have the pellets. The pellets, that's the concentrate they make, can be done from grass, from what, but the bodies utilize it more than the Napiers that you're giving. Napier is good as a supplementary. It's the same like the way you see sugar graze, but sugar graze is better. Why? Because it has a grain. Grain helps in digestion of the body of the animal. So guys, these are the grasses that I want you guys to know in this Africa. I want you to look at, there is more grasses, but I'm telling you what I do in my country, and of which I'm sure it can do better here. There is Bracharia mulato. There is Chloris guyana. There is alfalfa. Alfalfa, guys, you're neglecting it, but it is the best. There is no any country, maybe, but the countries I have seen who are doing real farming of goats and they don't have alfalfa. In Ghana, I don't know where you throw it. It's not anywhere. I've not seen it. But you are promoting Napier. It's not bad. But even for the feedlot, for the animals that you need to put on muscles, you always need hard grasses and they're highly utilized in the body. What am I trying to say? These grasses, guys, don't neglect them. Alfalfa, Bracharia molato, Chloris guyana, and other grasses that belongs to the grass. If you're buying, just look for what a grass is and a legume, because alfalfa is a legume. Okay. The business sense of this is all about on nutrition. We've been with the South Africans here. What they talked about is nutrition. Yeah. If you cannot put nutrition proper, please don't invest money in goat farming. That is the word that I can tell you. Right. Do not waste your money and put it in animals if you're not ready to deal with the nutrition. Great. Do good grass, give it to your animals. Actually, the concept is grass converted into muscles. Then you get your dollars. Great. Yeah. It's very important. That dollars is very important. Yes. Please tell us about genetic selection. If I have my few dollars and I want to go and buy and start rearing, what should I be looking out for? I've seen different goats in your country here. And even we have some crosses that we got from Nigeria here. So those crosses are not bad. But when you look at their body score is bad. And where they got them from, they do Napier. Why do they look like that? They're looking very tiny. Basically, the reason why we go for hybrids, you've seen these animals. Yes. An animal weighing over 100 kilos. I have one in my farm in Uganda. It's weighing over 140 kilos. There is more in South Africa that weighs even more. What do they do? The genetics, you have to look at an animal that is improved. The reason why we fly to different countries, getting those genetics, they are high converters. Me and you, we might be eating the same amount of food. Let's say 2 kilos per day. And your body ability to convert the 2 kilos into muscles, you can only convert, let's say 10 grams. And I convert 600 grams, eating the same amount of food. But the difference is my conversion rate is very high as compared to yours. By the time you make a kilo, me in 2 days I will make a kilo. You need how many days? Like over 20 or 30 days to make a kilo. We can't grow at the same time. That's why we are looking for genetics. Which animals would I recommend you to start with? The ones that I've seen that are high converters. 1 is Savannah, 2 is Boa, 3 is Kalahari. South Africans are concentrating. We are going to meet some guy here very soon. I'm coming back to Ghana, and he invented some of those breeds. He will tell us how he did it, how he made it, the performance, and so on. But the sense of our local animals, those are the ones that convert 10 grams or 5. But because that's what we can afford, we think they are the best. It is not. You are spending a lot of time. We say the goat is eating over 4 kilos. Yes. If you're spending over 4 kilos on that goat per day, and it is giving you 10 grams, are you making sense? No. Then, if you're supposed to keep it for 4 years, you get how many kilos are you looking at, but how much has it eaten? So some of the farmers are doing it because it's passion, but they are not making the business sense. You get it? They love animals, they have to give everything, they are eating all the money. At the end of the day, their conversion is not there. They are not making money. But because he has sold this, he say, I've gotten some money from goats. Look at whatever you have invested in an animal and in how long. Then remove the investment from what you have sold. Check yourself. If you have a pet, don't mind about what it eats. But if you think that you need to make money like Hamis, think about of the time, the money you put in the feeds, and what does that animal convert. Go for hybrids. We shall go back for hobbies. Unfortunately, where I am, this is called a hobby farm, but there is a lot of commercial animals here. So we need to ask him which kind of hobby is he talking about. You get it?
Yeah.
I would see the small East Africans which are 2.5 kilos. But we are looking at this, and this is called a hobby farm. I don't know. But all in all, what I'm trying to bring out is the genetical impact on your food and the conversion. So those breeds, let's embrace them, but embrace them in a systematic way, with a vision. I don't have to spend more time with an animal. I should spend less time, make more money. Sell goats in 6 to 8 months. Even if you're selling it 1,000 or 500 US dollars, it has eaten maybe around $2 to $5 or 10, and you're making $500. Those are monies. If you guys still have that love that I have to keep my Sokoto goat, or I have to keep my East African dwarf because it's brown enough, it's what I want, we are on different pace. You want that, me I want something else. You get it?
Yes.
So genetics, please look at those animals that are already tested. Our other people are on different level. Not all pures that are good animals for them. They also have grades. There is studs. We shall also talk about it as time goes on. We go in grading and selection and grading of animals. Me, I did those courses. So they also go in that level and say this is a stud, this is a commercial. But also in stud, there is also those which are superiors, whereby they are champions. I think you've heard about the goat which was sold at 55,000 US dollars, and everybody doesn't believe, but it is true. So genetics, guys, look at the good animals. The reason why we go for those hybrids, if we can't afford to have, let's say 300 goats like Mr. George White at a go, and invest $1 billion and put it in that, at least have the crossed local goats, maybe 50% or 75% Boer, then add in a pure. Then you have the cross. The cross that you have, it will be an average. It will not put on the 2 kilos like the pures, but it will at least put on 400 grams or 300 grams per day. Whereby, if you keep it for 8 to 10 months, you have invested, let's say, $20, and then you're selling it maybe $300 or $100. It makes more sense. Genetics, I think now you guys understand it much, much better.
A lot of animals, as part of the disease and infection they suffer, it has to do with lack of vaccines and other things. What should be the practice and the manual to follow?
Okay, I want to help you guys understand the procedure of handling these animals. Where do people go wrong with these animals? You've got good land, good feeds, good manager, but what does your manager need to do? One, this is mostly these people who import in animals from all over. This is what you have to know. South Africa has a different weather as compared to us. We are in tropics. The other guys are in semi-desert, you get. Where there is a lot of plus, there is also negatives. You get it? So being in tropics, it is a plus that anything we do with or without external fertilizers or artificial fertilizers, we can do. The rain, without manufacturing it or whatever, it will have to rain. But that also comes with a disadvantage, because whatever that favors a human being favors other living things, bacteria, viruses, you get it? So we are facing a challenge of diseases which are very rampant. That means we have to do preventive measures to stop those diseases. And one of the preventive measures that we have to do is what I'm going to mention, called the vaccination. But take you back to South Africa. They have too much heat, which is, if it's summer, they told me it even goes to 47 degrees. Whereby somebody, by the time we stand here, we would be already dead. You get it? That means by the time her miss reaches a level of death, even other living organs can die. So that helps them to clear a lot of bacteria in their section, viruses and so on, because they can't live. So the season of dry spell clears everything, but also clears the grasses and everything. That's why they end up buying more. So their negative comes in terms of cash. For us, our negative comes in terms of diseases. But we have the feeds. We don't spend a lot of money on that. How do we come to the same page? The others are spending money, we spend less money, but we have diseases. Where also carries money. It is the vaccination. So guys, in Africa, I want you to understand this. This vaccination schedule that I always give out, it is not standard that every country should do it, but it depends on the diseases that attacks you. But most of the diseases in West Africa and East Africa, almost the same. We have PPR. When you bring your animals, guys, from South Africa, this is what you have to do first. Don't mix those animals with other animals. However tests they have done. When you bring them, separate. When you separate them, start giving them antibiotics like Oxy 20, and then support them with multivitamin. So that in case, because stress kills animals, guys, I want you to understand it. Those that have gone through it, I think you believe me, it kills animals. But it doesn't mean that where you've gotten animals from, they are sick. No. But because when you shift them from where they know, you take them to a new environment, they also get tired. I came here, the flight is over 6 hours plus, and I got tired. I reached here, I had to sleep. I had to take some tablets. You get it? Think about all of the animals that don't come in the comfort like me, that comes on the board. You know, they feel a lot of stress. So they can come when they are okay, but if a body is eating well and is living in this environment it knows, it might be handling a disease and we don't know because the body is normal. But the moment you shift it, the body immunity lowers. When the body immunity lowers, it gives that disease an opportunity to take over the immunity. That's why you see most of the time when you shift them, they tend to get sick. So when they get sick, they get diarrhea, they get cough. We do what they call symptomatic treatment. Whatever you see is what you treat. Then finally, the animals get better. So what you have to do, prepare the drugs like Oxy 20% and vitamin. Then the vaccines. If an animal is settling in, you have to make it aware that there is a disease called, let's say, PPR or CCPP or brucella by introducing the vaccine. If you put the vaccine in it, the body will know that this disease is there. It will start producing antibodies. It is not the vaccine that treats the animal or that prevents the disease. We scare the body. The body produces antibodies against that specific disease. So guys, by the time your animals come spend a week here, introduce a vaccine. Let's say PPR and pox. Then after another week, introduce another vaccine. After another week, introduce another vaccine. Till when all those vaccines are done. We have PPR, we have pox, we have CCPP, we have brucella melitensis, we have sometimes FMD, sometimes anthrax, but it depends. If that disease is not in your area, don't disorganize the animal to give it to that. So basically, that's what I really wanted to show you, or that's what I wanted to inform you. My intention, or the love I have for animals, I think I should save the animals. If we save the animals, the multiplication will grow. If you want to get money out of animals, you have to be many. help other farmers like what the Ghanaian farmer is doing.
We want to catch up with South Africa in livestock farming. What should we be doing as people in the Western Africa and the Eastern Africa belt?
Yeah, farming, if we want to catch up with South Africa, we need to adopt what South Africans do. What do they do? How do they do their management? What do they feed animals on? By the way, we respect them so much, but they starve a lot to have what to feed animals. It's a desert, the biggest part of it. And the reason why even their animals are expensive, they buy literally everything to feed the animals. You can't find free feed. You can't just put an animal there. So what do we have to do? Let's have a system. If it's management, let it be management. If it is a breed, let's be specific. Most of you on your farms, you don't even know what brings money for you. You have 2 pigs, you have 2 chicken, you have 3 smaya moringa, you have 3 what? You have around 1,000 things on your farm. How do you expect to make money out of it? You ask a farmer, where do you get the money? He doesn't even know. In my country, they have some 10 matoke, they have some what? So it is a swamp of everything. But of all the projects he's doing, there is nothing like one project that can give him $1 billion. Let's try to be specialists in different things. That's what exactly I want to tell you. I want you guys to understand it, digest it, and love it. If you follow what I'm telling you, you will succeed.
Okay.
The guy has the good genetics. The guy has the nutrition, because this is full of good grasses. And he had everything, the machinery, everything there. But the application to introduce it to the animals, or the packaging or delivering, was the problem. What does it mean? It is all about management, human resource. Guys, I want you to understand, in Uganda, I can't allow you to take my 10 and above goats minus bringing your manager for a training. He's supposed to come to my farm. I'm not selling my goats because I want to switch it off. This is food. I told you long time ago, taking you just back slightly, I told you that it is a farmer that is needed 1,080 times in a year. That is 3 times in a year. If you don't mind my goats, somebody else is going to come and buy it. Why do I give it to you and you go and kill it? Rather bring your manager, get the skill, then after the skill, we shall give him the vision, and then finally take the animal. It is the same system that is coming here. Don't think that I'm going to release any animal to any Ghanaian or Nigerian or whatever, more than 10 animals minus skilling up your worker, because we have even to make a follow-up. That's the only way we can grow the country. Guys, when you're selecting workers, it's like getting a woman to marry. It doesn't mean that whoever you look at is beautiful and has all what you need is good for marriage. Try her. Then keep adjusting. She's good here. What does she speak? Okay, she speaks well. What does she have here? You get it? So I know, I don't want to just say you married the person you want. No, I don't want to say it. But I'm asking other people that are seeing us. Did you marry the one you thought is good for you? Most of the answers are no.
Right.
But they kept on changing till when they got one, they adjusted to and married.
Yeah.
So it's the same story with selection of the manager. Have many. Keep trying one, skill him if he's good, not good here, but good there. Keep adjusting with him. Those are human beings. Put your position in their position.
Okay.
How you would feel if they treat you the way you treat him. The mistake we do, Africans, if we get money, we think we control the world. But humanity is a key. You get it? Let me take an example. If you're married and you have a farm, your farm, you have invested $1 billion. The manager is calling here, and your husband is also calling here. Which of the two would you pick? Would you pick the manager first, or you pick the husband? Which one would you pick?
Your husband.
And you leave the manager's phone? You get it?
How can I meet my husband?
So that is the real answer I wanted. Ghanaian farmer. That is the answer I completely wanted. That is the mistake we do. But in real sense, as a person who wants to make money, my manager is holding billions of money. You get it? My husband or my wife is consuming billions of money. So I'm leaving the person who brings in, and I'm handling the person who takes in. That is how our wealth goes. Me, this is what I would do. If my wife is seeing me, I don't want to be in trouble, but it's the reality. I pick the manager first. Sir, they have put 100 million. Thank you so much. Then I pick my wife. My wife, yes, what is your problem? My car has issues. Then I pick from there and put here. The mistake we do, we want the taker first, and the person bringing last. You get it?
All right.
So those are some of the issues, because we even bring our families to disorganized farms. You've invested billions of money. Why don't you put a system that even if your wife or husband is coming to the farm, it goes through the protocol? If we are to sell, we choose and decide, let's talk to the manager. I can't sell an animal minus talking to my manager. I have to speak to him. He confirms, gives me the animal to sell. I give him respect. That's why my farm runs. Even if I'm here for 10 years, my farm will still make money for me.
Because the systems are in place.
So with management, guys, respect first. Give it to the manager, and don't have many managers. One person, because we have a lot of problems. My sister, your husband is calling. The cameramen are calling. The farmers are calling. The ones that have problems are calling. Then the entire farm, you have around 10 to 20 workers. And everybody is calling you. This one is telling you diarrhea. This one is telling you piggery. This one is telling you what? Where? And you have to drive yourself. So you get confused. You can hate the farm. You will lose animals because you fail to put structures. What are the structure? Put the one manager. If it fails to work, please switch and put another person. But have one person you trust who also has other people under him. We have one manager, and you have flock managers and unit managers. One person calls you, the rest follow him. If he's doing a mistake, he'll finally understand it. So with management, guys, I want you to concentrate. I want you to keep your heart at peace. I want you to love the people who makes money for you. You get it? Because those people are the ones supporting your family. They are supporting you. They are supporting the business. Most of the farms that have collapsed is because people confuse family with management. You get it? So have a good manager. Respect him. Give him more time. Treat him like the way you treat your kids. Your kids, you work for them, and the manager is working for them. Respect him more. Then he will make money for you. You buy your wife the Range Rover, you buy your kids the whatever, and you should also let your manager teach your kids how to do it. So that is my advice about management.